Today we are here gathered for Thanksgiving. It's a time of celebration, plenty of shoving every assorted food on this table into my maw. Oh, that's in my eye. I'm sure this was a good idea. Good idea, me. Good video. How? Shrimp. I'm gonna inflate. Somebody's gonna get horny over that. So, I'm here to talk about Headed to the Movie because, of course, I am. That's what I do on the VR chat, internet web thing, video show I do. Whatever this is. So I'm very yellow in this world. It's the lighting. It's the jaundice coming in. Or maybe I've swallowed a bunch of lemons. So I'm talking about Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which has one of the... Well, that's happening. Which has one of the weirdest gestations of a movie I can think of. So, a good 20 years ago, I'm a skeleton joke here, there was a little film experiment called Grindhouse, produced by Quentin Tarantino, he of the Foot Fetish Clan, and Mr. Robert Rodriguez of Desperado fame. And the two of them decided to do a tribute to the 70s Grindhouse film era and style. And that was done as a double feature of two movies they made with many fake trailers sandwiched in between. The two movies they made were Death Proof and Planet Terror. Planet Terror is fun with fluff. Death Proof is too talky for my taste, but the car crash scenes are legendary. So, worth a watch. Both are honestly worth a watch, they're fun. And the mini trailers between range in various quality, and they're all from different directors. And over the last few years, and since that movie, the double feature's release, and now another one has managed to become a full-fledged movie. First was Machete, and Machete 2, since we're going to count that. And now we have Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which was honestly my favorite of the mocked fake trailers in that whole thing. It was the one that nailed the Grindhouse aesthetic the best. It was the nastiest. It was the sleaziest one. And it's just a holiday slasher movie set to Thanksgiving, which is just perfect perfectly in concept. So now we have the actual Thanksgiving movie, which is weirdly not doing the Grindhouse stylized look that the actual movie and trailer had. Now this looks like a modern, slick movie, and it feels like a remake of a movie that never existed in the first place because it was just a trailer. So this is a weird little thing they went with, and while I was initially upset they didn't do the Grindhouse look and feel for this, like, I was still a little upset, but what they did here was instead treat it like an early 2000s, late 90s remake of an older film. This has the same air as, say, the My Bloody Valentine 3D remake from around that era, and the plot itself is basically a riff, a Thanksgiving overlay upon I Know What You Did Last Summer. So this is a interesting kind of a throwback movie, even though it's brand new and is acting like it's a remake of something that was never a real movie in the first place. You see where I'm coming from? There's a kind of weird setup for this thing. Oh, there's a pineapple. And down the throat. Magic of eating. So, we have a weird setup for a very basic premise, which is Thanksgiving movie horror film, which Thanksgiving is a holiday. It's kind of the one that gets left behind between Christmas and Halloween sandwich. Man, it's a holiday with kind of history behind it and kind of stuff that has become a basic excuse to eat a lot of turkey, become round, and then go shopping later. Although in the last couple of years, people are realizing, oh, Black Friday, let's not do that. Let's just get the sales the day after Black Friday, or the day before, or online, or the following Monday for Cyber Monday. Cyber. I like that name. Cyber Monday. That's a cool name. So yeah, it feels already a little outdated in terms of that, but it's fine. So you got our plot. Some teenagers cause basically a Black Friday riot that gets some people killed, and then a murderer wanting to get revenge upon them for that. And that's our plot. And you got our characters doing their things, and all we really need to do was to hit the points of the trailer, which it does. That trailer was really nasty and some really good gore gags. They're all here. A few of them are turned up. Mostly several are remixed. The trampoline is not as bad as it was in the trailer, but there's more build up here. Like, hell, they reveal the trampoline with a friggin' curtain pull. Like, ta-da! It's the trampoline. You know what's gonna happen here. Also, I would say, if you haven't heard of Grindhouse as a thing, and have not seen the original mock fake trailer this movie is being based upon, do not watch that trailer now, because it will spoil a lot of the best gore gags. It's kind of weird. So, but if you know what's coming, the build-up's good. The plot's fine, serviceable, the acting's good. Nothing spectacular, but the characters are here, they do their roles, they're fine. A couple surprises for actors who turn up and like, oh, I thought you were a higher pay grade than this. Guess you know Eli Roth's a friend. Maybe, who knows? Directors know everybody regardless of what they're doing. But yeah, the acting's good, the gore's good. It's actually kind of funny too. Like, most of the jokes land. This is not a comedy. No, this is not straight up a comedy. This is a horror movie. It just happens to have some good moments of levity and humor pops up. And our mass killer has some panache, some style to his murdering. And there's some good, funny little bits with them. So I was like, good, this is fun. When you have this kind of movie, tone is extremely important, because some people like their horror movies to be really nasty, grim, mean-spirited things. I usually don't. Like, I don't enjoy those ones. This one had... coconut. This one had the potential to be really of that breed, per se. And I'm happy to say it isn't really. Like, it hits the correct tone. There's some humor to it. You understand, and the characters are not... We don't go so far into it where the characters are all complete assholes you want to see get mangled immediately and just hate to see them on the screen. No, these are actual attempted bits of characters. They're not complex characters. Mochi? But they are characters. They take the time to actually cook this crisp turkey Thanksgiving joke. They take the time to actually cook this thing to completion. They get it well done. It's nothing spectacular, like, you know where this is going. Because this is essentially a riff upon I Know What You Did Last Summer, is a whodunit, with a surprise of who the killer is. And it's pretty obvious to guess who the killer is pretty early, but it's not bad. And there's enough red herring that keeps things breezy and keeps pace. I do like that they understood that when you have a mystery like this with whodunits, if you're going to have characters who are there to just be red herrings, make them interesting red herrings, or at least amusing. And that actually is weirdly a strength of Eli Roth. Now, I'm not a fan of Eli Roth's films particularly. Like, I did not particularly like Hostel much. It was okay. I didn't care for it. I hated Cabin Fever. Like, I found it annoying. And I haven't really watched anything else he's done. This is the first thing of his I've actually enjoyed, aside from the trailer from Grindhouse. So I'm happy to see that come full circle into an actual film I enjoyed. Itchy nose. Ooh, turkey. Can I get demonetized for doing this with a turkey leg? I'm gonna leave that floating turkey leg right there, because you deserve it. Oh, mojito. Or fruity thing. I don't know. Oh, eat it whole, glass included. So yeah, I had a good time with this. I will say the ending's a little hurt by the fact that it sets up for a sequel baiting extremely hard. It doesn't break the movie per se, but it is kind of. I would have rathered a little more of a big punch for our ending instead of a little punch that leaves it open for another one. Which, that said, I'm not too mad because I actually like this and I would gladly take another one. Thanksgiving 2, Leftovers. They might actually use that as a subtitle. Eli Roth, if you happen to be a furry and watching me for some reason on the internet, call this Thanksgiving 2 Thanksgiving Leftovers. That would be a great title for a sequel. And I'll let you have that for free. But I do get a cameo. Like I can be like a cat mascot for a grocery store that goes, hey, come shop this grocery store. I swear there's not a serial killer hanging around the back room that's going to kill you with a axe. Promise. Anywho, I'm going to continue eating this wonderful 3D food. I'm sure that's not a problem that's through my hand. Oh hey, I'm getting to start my Jesus cosplay for Christmas. Anyway, like and subscribe. Look at my Patreon. Follow my Twitter. Blue Sky. Watch the other videos on this channel. Subscribe, get on my Patreon, pay me to draw porn, the usuals. So, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, yada yada yada, Crimbo, Hanukkah, Monica, Kumbhanica. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep eating. Good night. Later. I'm sure that's fine.